Hello, guess what I got? I got a microphone. Now you can actually hear me. Isn't that going to be great? Today we're going to start working on the autumn bingo board, and I I decided that the first place that I want to start is for sure decorating the house, which makes sense. In fact, the solstice is really sneaking up on me here. And it's next week, and I haven't prepared anything at all. And I normally like to do a little bit of observance of that day. So I'm pretty behind, but I would like to get started with that today. The only problem is that my house is a mess, and obviously I'm not going to decorate it while it's a mess. So that's going to have to happen first. Clean up first, then decoration. And I'm really dreading that because I don't want to show how messy the house is right now. Like, it's super embarrassing. But whatever, we're going to go for it, get started. So let's get our vacuums and all the things that we need. I'm going to grab a kombucha and get started. Um, I'm trying to pretend that I'm way more excited about this process than I really am. In truth, like, I'm thrilled to clean up. Great. Let's get this place tidied up. I'm not really feeling a lot of excitement about decorating and all of that. So that's kind of a bummer, but it's going to be okay. I think this is important to even just go through the motions right now, and not necessarily to say that that's what I think a person should do when they're in a grieving process. But for me personally, and for some people, I think that having these structures and rituals can help. So that's my intuition on this for myself. And so we're going to go for it, and we're just going to pretend that we are way more excited than we are. All right, let's get started. Okay, I have made significant progress if you don't count all the boxes in the background or my mess on my standing desk here. But I really have done a lot. Like, I got sidetracked a few times, but on projects that actually will help move me forward, some kind of sorting and going through some items that I didn't expect to do. And I ended up getting rid of a lot of stuff, which felt really good. So finally, it's, God, 3 or 4 hours later, and I'm about to go get the box of autumn decor, and we will get started. Here we go. So I only have one box of autumn decor and 2 boxes of Christmas decor. That's another story for another day. Truth is, I really like maximalist decor, holiday decor. However, I don't find that it is practical for my life as a single childless woman in a 600 square foot home. It just doesn't work for me. I don't like going to that much trouble. Being in a tiny space, I don't want to dedicate that much space to decorations. I have very, very limited storage here, and it stresses me out to have things everywhere. It's also a lot of work, and when it's just one person, I just don't find that I get the payoff from it that I would like to get. If there were other people in this household and we could decorate together, I wouldn't mind taking a few afternoons in a row or a whole weekend to just trick out my house in the company of another person or two or three. I think that would be worth it. But when it's just me, it just doesn't really feel, again, like the payoff is worth it. So I try to keep my decorations to a minimum. So let's go through this real quick and see what we've got. I have 2 garlands here that I hang up above the cabinets in the kitchen. So we'll do that in a moment. I have a few collectible items, some witch figurines. I love witches. This is a Jim Shore figurine. I have a few of these, and I really don't have the space to put them out, but I love them. So we're going to take her out. I know exactly where she goes. So I have been suckered into this new deck series. They are making one for every single high holiday on the witch calendar. So there's going to be 8 of them total. I don't think they're all out yet. And it's really clever because if you like one, you're probably going to want to get all of them. I don't even own 8 decks now. And the last thing that I want to do is end up owning 8 more decks. Thankfully, I don't actually like all of them. So I'm trying to put a stopper where I am now. I think I bought 4 of these. So this one is for Mabon, which is the equinox. I forgot that I had this. So I'm really excited to use this, and I feel a little bit behind because the equinox is next week and I haven't been using these cards. So that's kind of a bummer, but it's okay. And then this one is for Samhain or Halloween. And of course I had to buy that one. This is my favorite holiday. I have a Yule deck as well and an Imbolc deck. I have 4, that's right. So those are the only 4 that I'm going to be buying. And I rationalized it by saying that I would store them in my holiday containers, which is a great way to get them out of the way from the rest of my stuff and to still be able to enjoy them during the correct season. However, I'm not going to get sucked in and buy any more. No, I will not. Some of these are a little bittersweet to look at. I have these pumpkins, and I actually made these during a craft day with my mom and my sister, and they're really, really cute, as you can see. And I made them when I was with the boyfriend that I thought I was going to marry. And so I always thought these would be something that my kids would get out of the holiday boxes every year, and they would always want to, decide where to put them. And so it is one of those things where you have a sweet memory of something, and you at the time felt that you were creating a forever memory, a keepsake for the holidays, a legacy for your children, and then you don't end up having any. However, I still love them, and I still like to honor the work that went into making them by enjoying them by myself. This is the big version. Love that one too. Oh, okay. So these might be my favorite decorations, and this might surprise you, but I'll show you. These little, oh my God, are these not the cutest things? They're so like vintage 1950s looking. They're not from the 1950s. They are not antiques. They're from Michael's. And I think I bought them in 2007 or 2008, maybe 2009. I know I had them I know I had them by 2009 at least. So I've had them for a very long time. I just think they're the cutest things. I love this 1950s Halloween style. And it's just so fun to decide where to put them every year because sometimes I'll put them together, sometimes I will mix them up and put them next to other items that kind of match with them. I just love these. I'm crazy about them. And these are my bats. I bought these last year on a whim. I'm honestly not sure why. I think I saw a picture of them on social media and I just thought it looked so fun and silly and spooky. It takes like almost 2 hours to put these up, but I do kind of love them. I don't know that I want to do any of it, but I will keep these out for now and we'll decide if we're going to do this. I feel like it's a little too early to do the bats. I'm not ready for bats until October. Now, witches, I could do witches all year long, so I have no problem having the witches out. So here I am. I have 4 things left in this bin. I have 3 witch statues, 3 more witch statues, and oh, this is really cute. And it has a fox, which is kind of a spirit animal of mine. All right, I think we're gonna leave this one out. I love this one. She's like a little quilty pumpkin witch. So I'm going to put her over next to my Dutch oven so she can come out. And then the other 2, I mean, why not? I've got them. So I've got this little blue witch, blue and purple. I think I'm going to put her up on my desk here. And then another little quilty pumpkin witch. I think I'm going to put her in my office. We have successfully unpacked everything. Here's a recommendation. First of all, get clear bins, okay? Because guess what? How many of us label things or even accurately label things? It doesn't happen. Now, of course, I'm a Cancer, Virgo, so I did label this, but not everybody does. And the thing is, even when you do label it, you might change the contents of it over the years. I highly, highly recommend getting clear bins, especially for holiday stuff, because then you can see exactly what's in it. And then this one has lock tops, as you can see. So there's 6 little handle locks. And that way you can ensure that pests, aka mice and other such things, cannot get in here. It is the most foolproof way that I have found to stay organized and protect my stuff that is out in the garage most of the year. So boom, I really, really recommend that. Okay, let's get started. All right, I think I'm gonna put our little blue witch over there. What do you think? I think that's good. She's gonna go right there. I think I'm gonna put little kitty right here. Okay, so first we have to get the ivy down before we can put up the other stuff. So let's do that. Great. Okay. Let's see. Come on, come on. Okay, that's better. Second one up. Please just work with me. I think we're gonna go with it. But I also need to put the witches up there. So this gal usually goes up there above the fridge. Where are we gonna put this? I have so many things in here that I still haven't dealt with. I just can't. There's too much. So there is Miss Witch up there above the refrigerator, including all the junk that's also on top of the refrigerator, but oh well. And then we've got this here with all of these empty jars that I haven't figured out what to do with. I think that I'm going to put Mr. Pumpkin here. I just really like the orange and the blue together. This is just a cabinet. And I think I'm going to put her right up here for now. I just, I don't like the blue witch over there. So I'm either going to find another home for her or I'm going to put her back in the storage bin. So I'm going to put my little pumpkins in here. And the witch is going to go in here. This is the bookshelf next to my desk, and I would show you more of what it looks like. However, there's a lot of stuff on my desk right now, so we're going to skip that. Okay, I think that is about the best we're going to be able to do today. Let me rephrase that. That's the best that I've got in me today. It's getting late. I'm getting tired. And I think I'm ready to wrap things up and get ready for the week. It's Sunday night, so I really want to get going. And I still have a lot of tidying to do over in the hallway area, which I also call the Bermuda Triangle, where everything converges and disappears because there's so many piles of junk. So I'm going to clean that up. And I feel like this has been a pretty successful decorating challenge. I have completed my first autumn bingo of the season. I actually feel okay about it. You know, I wasn't super excited to do this like I normally am. And to some extent, like, to be honest, there's some bittersweetness here. There's a lot of things that happened in October in my life that at the time I thought were new beginnings and really exciting moments, and they ended up not going very well and being kind of like doorways into a sadder part of my life. And all of this stuff kind of reminds me of that. So it is a little bit bittersweet, but also these are all really, really beautiful items. And I feel like I've cultivated a nice collection of things that's pretty minimalist. And I'm very happy with the fact that just a few items can bring so much holiday spirit into a home. And I want to say again that I think that it's really, really important when you live alone, when you're single, and also if you don't have children, although that doesn't have to be a thing, that you take the time to do for yourself what you would do for people who might be living with you. Like if you would be decorating your house if you were married or had a boyfriend or girlfriend, or if you had kids or whatever, do it anyways. Do it for yourself. You deserve to have a beautiful home, even if it's just a minimal thing. Like you could literally go and buy a $15 garland and throw it on the top of your cabinets and call it a day. Like this does not have to be a huge effort. The amount of time that I spent on decorating today, you pretty much have been here for it. Like the 3 hours that I spent earlier was just cleaning and tidying. It had nothing to do with decorating other than that I wanted to complete that step before decorating. The actual decorating part, that took like, how long have we been doing this? 20 minutes? Less than 20 minutes? And most of that was just me talking. So really it's just such a simple, nice thing that you can do for yourself, and you don't need a lot of space, you don't need a lot of time, you don't need a lot of money. I really encourage you to decorate your house if you are single, if you are living alone, and to make it as fun as you can make it. Thank you for being here with me and doing this with me. It's kind of nice to have company as I'm going through this first autumn without my dad, even though it's never going to feel the same. It kind of gives it a different feel, and one that's not necessarily so isolating. So leave a comment and tell me how you like to decorate your house for Halloween or autumn. And I'll see you next time when I'm ready to check off the next square on my bingo board. Bye.